Okay, so here's a very cool Masonic watch fob done in gold and sterling silver. Dates from around the turn of the century, say 1890 to 1910, somewhere in that era. There are a number of different features of this piece that I'd like to show you. The first is the fob itself. It's done in the shape of an orb, as you can see here, and you'll see that in the photos as well. But what's really cool about this is that it opens up. Each of these is a little latch that, when pried up very easily, opens up into the shape of a cross, as you can see here. So really ingeniously designed, quite well engineered for such a little piece. So the orb itself, assume that it reflects a voting ball that would have been used for accepting new members into the organization. And when it folds out into 6 little pyramids that you see there's a curved back to each of these. And then each of these little pyramids, which is also a Masonic symbol, has tiny, you can see this in the images as well, but they have tiny Masonic symbols on each of the 4 sides of the top of the pyramid. And so presumably this would have been a secret orb, if you will. It was a secret society, and so you open this up and it reveals some symbols which are important to Masonic thought and which would presumably help the owner to be reminded of Masonic values. So these little pyramids themselves are sterling silver, and they're done in a gold vermeil over the top of them. The back, of course, is in fact gold. The orb itself and these little latches test for 10 karat gold, and the chain right here, and I'll talk about that in a second, is primarily 14 karat. So we have sterling silver in the pyramids. We have 10 karat, perhaps 9 karat, but really high. It really holds nicely for 10 on the outside and the latches, and then 14 karat on the chain here. So what's cool is when you fold this back up again, it tightly reconfigures itself into the shape of the orb. Simply put the latches down and holds it all in place. The latches are nice and tight, and you have a watch fob with secret messages and secret symbols inside. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about the chain here. You can see if I do a magnet test on the orb and on the various parts of the chain, it passes a magnet test. There is in this little latch here, there's a little piece of steel in here. This piece actually tests for 14 karat. The chain tests for 14 karat. But if I hit this with the magnet here, you'll see that there is a little bit of ferrous material on the inside of that latch case, as we might expect. And then over here we have a little chain which is linking the larger linked chain to the orb itself. This actually is gold filled here. This little piece is gold filled, and this little piece is gold filled. Has a little piece of must be some ferrous material in there as well. That's the only other thing that actually responds to a magnet. So all of this tests for 14 karat. Again, 10 karat and gold filled on this little chain here, and this is 14 karat out here. So a very cool piece of Masonic history, and I hope you enjoy watching this video, and good luck in your bidding.